Okay, so we'll call to order the Boise Parks and Recreation Commission monthly meeting for August 18th. I think we'll take a roll call.
Aber, Carter,
Here.
Johnson,
Here.
Mazo, Raber, Ruziska,
Here.
Stidham,
Here.
Urban.
Here.
All right, and first, I guess let me welcome our new commissioner, Linda Mazu. Welcome. We're looking forward to working with you going forward. It's good to have a public hearing on your first day, although it looks like perhaps it might not be that well attended.
Mr. President, commission members, so new Commissioner Mazu, do you want to give us just a quick little background in case the commissioners are not familiar with where you came from and how you ended up here?
Sure, I can do that. My husband and I have called Boise home for about almost 20 years now. We came here for jobs with the NIFC, with the National Interagency Fire Center. We were both with the Bureau of Land Management then. What occurred though is I missed my time, which I had worked before with the National Park Service. So I proceeded to leave Boise for 13 years and work in various national parks. And I just got back about a year ago, and I'm very happy to be here to give back finally locally to Boise.
Very good. Welcome. So the first item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Looks like there's one item on there. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Could we please approve the consent agenda?
All right, a second? Second. Any discussion? Okay, and we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, motion carries. And before we go on to new business, I'd like to welcome to Commissioner Halliburton and Sanchez. Welcome.
Mr. Chair, this is Councilmember Halliburton here.
Yes.
Yeah, I might just have a quick point of personal privilege. I've had the opportunity for the last couple of days with Councilmember Sanchez to take part in some of our employee appreciation events that we've had all over the city, one that was earlier today. And it was a really cool opportunity to, I think, see all of our staff from all across the city, and certainly in our Parks and Rec department. Some of them are receiving pins for 5 years, 10 years, a couple people for 35 years. And some of those 35-year employees had been here before the city had internet. So like the call that I'm on right now, wouldn't have even existed or been possible before email, before a lot of things. And I just thought it was really cool to see how dedicated so many of our team members are and our Parks and Rec staff. But I also wanted to just extend that to all of our commission members as well. You all are volunteers. You're not paid to be up there. Some of you have been active in the city for a really long time. And so when we appreciate all of our employees, I just want to make sure that we relay that appreciation to our volunteers. I know Councilmember Sanchez has been at all these different meetings, and it really is fun for us as council members to get to say thank you to everyone. So that's my point of personal privilege. And from there, I can go back on mute.
Sure. Thank you for that, council member. And I'm sorry, I said commissioner, I meant council members.
No worries there. Usually it goes, people could just call me Jimmy, and I'm fine with that too. So yeah, no worries whatsoever.
Councilmember Sanchez.
Thank you so much. And just to echo Councilmember Halliburton, I think most folks know how I feel about Parks and Rec, from our staff all the way to our wonderful commissioners who've given their time in service to the people. I would like to make a particular acknowledgement to staff. We had a request from a couple of constituents from the Latino community a few months ago wanting to celebrate Latino Conservation Week. And they were hesitant to do anything because it was only a couple of months, I think, notice. But I just want to thank Mayor McLean and our wonderful leader, Doug, for saying yes, and which meant that our staff had to say yes. And they were wonderful. They really helped America and Marisela highlight some of the programs that exist in the city of Boise and make sure that the Latino community knew that they were there for them to enjoy. And so we're looking forward to having more time to plan our 2023 Latino Conservation Week. But I just am so grateful to the staff to just leap in with such enthusiasm to make sure that we could have it done for 2022.
Mr. Chair, thank you for the kind words, Councilmember Sanchez. It wasn't a couple of months it was a couple of weeks before but we were glad to do it. It was easy to do that. And I also want to thank Lisa Duplessis and her team in our Foothills and Open Space division that took the lead in a lot of it as well. And yes, we're looking forward to 2023. And getting out in front of it a little sooner and planning some real cool, nice events. But thank you for the compliment. We appreciate that.
Okay, so on new business, item 1 is approval of the minutes from our July 21st, 2022 meeting. I have a motion on that.
I so move that we approve the minutes.
Any second? Second. Discussion? Okay, let's vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? And the motion carries. So the second item is a public hearing on the Philippi Park dog off-leash hours proposal. And I think we'll have a presentation from Sarah and then a public hearing on that. Sarah, we can see on these screens, we can see what you have up, although maybe not on the screen over on the left.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg. Commission members, pleased to be here this afternoon to present to you a dog off-leash proposal for Philippi Park. This discussion has been going on for a little while. We were approached by the neighborhood to consider and ask and help them, understand the potential impacts of offering a dog off-leash area at Philippi Park and explore where it might make sense. Philippi Park is an 8.5 acre park in the Hillcrest area. It has an accessible playground. It has basketball courts, tennis courts, horseshoe pit, a beautiful grassy area for practice fields. There's currently no dog off-leash area there at this park today. And we had a request, like I said, to explore off-leash hours. And so we did a fairly rigorous public engagement effort to gauge public interest in that proposal. And so I'll talk about that just in a minute, just so you could see the layout of the park. The proposed dog off-leash area would be on the southern end, away from the other amenities on the park, to try and help, alleviate any potential conflicts. The proposal before us was to consider a sunrise to 10 a.m. Dog off leash area timeline, as well as a 4 p.m. to sunset on every day. This is similar to some of the other dog off leash areas that we have across the city. For example, Sunset has a sunrise to 10 a.m. And there's also other uses on that park, like soccer practice for YMCA and playgrounds and that sort of thing. So this type of proposal does sort of fit in with what we have done in other areas. In July, we sent a postcard out to the neighbors within a half-mile radius, notifying them that we were considering this proposal. We got some pretty good public feedback, 208 survey responses, And having seen enough surveys come through, I'm really happy to see these kind of numbers, because it means not only are people paying attention to what we're up to, but they also want to have their voices be heard. So every time we offer a survey on a park or ask for feedback on a park, I'm really glad to see these numbers in the hundreds. 70% supported the off-leash dog hours in the morning, close to 70% supported the dog off-leash hours in the evening. So that is why we are suggesting trying them both out. People were concerned about enforcement. They were concerned about separation of the park uses. And then also, of course, safety for the pups, because that south area does get sort of close to Eagleson Road. Based on the survey results, the comments that we received in our BPR email, the conversations that we've had with the neighborhood association, our team has provided the following recommendation: that we try a pilot program. We've done this in other parks. It provides people the opportunity to see what implementation looks like and have another opportunity to weigh in on whether or not, it should be permanent. So we're currently proposing that a 9-month pilot program for this dog off leash area at Philippi Park be put into place from sunrise to 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. to sunset. And then we will come back in May 2023 and revisit, see how it's gone, let the folks in the neighborhood have an opportunity to weigh in. I can guarantee you we will hear feedback during that time, and I look forward to learning how this pilot program is implemented based on your recommendation to proceed. I went through that kind of quick. Happy to answer any questions you might have related to dog off leash. I'm sure Doug can chime in at any point because this is obviously a hot topic for folks.
Mr. President, commission members, and I think going the pilot route has been something that's been successful for us. The last couple of opportunities that this has come up, this gives us an opportunity to kind of test it out, see what the response in the neighborhood is, see how it works in this area. There's a number of things that could come up. As Sarah mentioned, there are some roads there, so there could be some issues with dogs and the roadways. Although we have other off-leash areas in parks that are similar and have similar roadways that surround them. The last one of these that came before you, we did the pilot program. If you recall, that was Cypress Park. And after doing the 9-month pilot, it came back that it was not a good location to do it. So most of these do come back favorable because they're neighborhood driven. And so because they're neighborhood driven, it is the neighborhood that not only is wanting it, but is a neighborhood that's trying to make it work. And so with the kind of numbers Sarah's talked about, getting that kind of feedback on a survey in a neighborhood is pretty, it's actually really cool. We like to see that kind of feedback. And the fact that it was pretty overwhelming that folks really in that neighborhood want to give it a shot, see how it works. So we're willing to give that a crack. But I think under the pilot program to really see how it transpires over the next 9 months.
Great. Well, thank you, Sarah, and to staff. I know that you guys take these things seriously, get a lot of public feedback, and put a lot of thought into the proposals, which makes our job pretty easy. So we appreciate that. Any other, I guess, just for my own way of thinking. So the proposal is to implement a 9-month pilot program, and that's what the hearing is going to be on. And then that'll be the ultimate decision for us after the hearing. Any other questions from members of the commission for Sarah?
Yes, President Carter, Director Holloway, Superintendent Arkell, am I right? Okay. I just had a question in terms of signage. Like, will there be posted signage about what the rules are regarding, where the off-leash area is and hours?
Yes, thank you for asking that, Commissioner Johnson. There will be posted signs, and we do have animal enforcement officers out among the parks enforcing those rules, regulations. And we'd have to be, fairly specific at this particular place because there's 2 times.
Any other questions? Okay, well, I think we'll open the public meeting. I see we don't have anyone here or that signed up to speak. Do we have anyone online on the Zoom platform? Okay,
Nope.
well, I guess we'll close the public hearing with no one to testify, which is fine. There was a lot of input on the survey, and that was included in our packets and we've seen. So All right, I guess any preliminary comments or are we ready for a motion?
Who can make a motion to approve the pilot program for the dog off-leash area of Philippi Park from sunrise to 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. to sunset for a period of 9 months?
Great. We have a second.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? And we'll vote. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
Any opposed? And the motion carries. Thanks, and we'll look forward to seeing that next year. And then no executive session, so I think we're ready for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
All right. All in favor, say aye.
Hi.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. We're adjourned.
16 minutes.